Want to learn how to solve vectors. What are vectors? So in today's lesson, we are going to learn how to solve vectors. This is Part Patel back with a new video on how to solve vectors.
Vectors. So basically, what are vectors? Vectors have a lot of definition. According to me, vectors is an object that has both a magnitude and a direction. Now, magnitude is the product of force and mass. So, it is with a magnitude and direction is a particular place where you are heading towards. Like I am heading towards my school, that's a direction to me. So that's what is a direction. A vector has a magnitude and direction. So let me give you one example of vectors, and let me first teach you how to add, multiply and subtract vectors. Then we will go and find out the magnitude of vectors. So let's start with our example 1. So example number 1 says add 4, 3 plus 5, 2. Remember, vectors can be also substituted as coordinates, and coordinates are the same as vectors. There is no difference between them. So let's add them. We add the first coordinates, that is 4 and 5 together, and 3 and 2 together, that is 4 plus 5 and 3 plus 2. You see this one and this one and this one and this one. So what is 4 plus 5? We get it as 9, and 3 plus 5, 3 plus 2, we get it as 5. So this is how we can add the vectors, and this is how we have solved the vector. So now let's go on how to subtract. Let me get you the same example, that is 4 to 3 and minus 5 to 2. So you get the first one, that is 4 and the 5. So let's subtract them. 4 minus 5 and 3 minus 2, the same we did here, but we have to just change the sign, that is subtraction. So what is 4 minus 5? Here a problem comes now. This is a positive 4. Remember that here is a positive 4. If you misunderstand it as a negative 4, it will be, the thing will be negative 9 here. So please remember, this is a positive 4 and this is in minus, so it is the same as 4 minus 5 of negative 5 plus 4, that is negative 1. So then the other one is 3 minus 2, this is a simple one, that's 1. So now let's go on how to multiply the vector, that is 4 to 3. The same way, we have to just substitute the sign, that is addition to multiplication. So that is 4 times 5, these 2, then you multiply them, and 3 and 2, you have to multiply them. I repeat, you have to multiply them. So the answer will be 20, 6. So this is how we can solve vectors in the Bodmas rule, that is addition, subtraction and multiplication. Remember that we cannot divide vectors. Again I say, we don't divide vectors. Now let's go to magnitude of vector. This is the most interesting part and the most hardest part. If you have to say, this is simple for some learners and this is hard also for some learners. So let's start with our example 1. Find the magnitude of 6, 8. So here we have to find the magnitude of 6 and 8. So here the formula is c squared is equals to a squared plus b squared, or a squared plus b squared is equals to c squared. But here we have to look for c squared, that's the magnitude. And a squared is 6 and b squared is 8. Always the a represents the first one and b represents the second one. So here let's substitute them. C squared is equals to 6 to power 2 plus 8 to power 2, like that. We have to first, let's multiply 6 times 6, that is 36, and 8 times 8 we get 64. So now we have to add them, that is c squared is equals to 36 plus 64. Now here we have to add these two here. So when we add them, we get 100. Now 100, we have to find the square root of 100, because when we take this power sign this side, it will become a square root instead of becoming a power. So it will become its opposite. Instead it will be reducing instead of increasing. So we have to reduce 100. So c is equals to the square root of 100. So c is equals to 10. So this is how we can find the magnitude. Let me give you also another example for better understanding. So this is 3 and 4. So c squared is equals to a squared plus b squared. Remember this formula? You have to keep it remembered to find the magnitude of anything of vectors. So c squared we don't know, we have to find it. So let's substitute a into 3 and b into 4. So now let's multiply 3 times 3 and 4 times 4. It was 9 plus 16. C squared is equals to 9 plus 16. When we add them, we get 25. Now c squared plus 25. So here we have to do the same root thing. Square root comes here. So c is equals to square root of 25. C is equals to 5. So now this is how we can solve the magnitude of any vectors.
So today we have learned how to solve vectors. So in our upcoming video, we are going to learn how to solve matrices. So please be online for that. And if you have liked the video, please click on the like button and subscribe our channel so that we can keep on providing you such good videos.